Have you ever had those moments when someone just didn't treat you right, leaving you feeling miserable? Whether it's a condescending remark, dismissive attitude, or outright insult, disrespect can leave us feeling hurt and angry. But fear not, for in the face of disrespect, there are empowering ways to handle the situation with grace and dignity. And in this video, we'll explore those very powerful strategies that will help you navigate these challenging moments and emerge stronger than ever before. So, if you're eager to discover the tools to rise above disrespect gracefully, then let's begin. Number 10. Ask for clarification. When someone makes you feel disrespected, take a moment to relax and try not to jump to conclusions right away. Instead, try to understand where they're coming from. Sometimes, people aren't the best at expressing themselves. At times, social anxiety might get in the way, causing them to say things they didn't mean. And in sensitive discussions, their words can come out differently than intended. So here's what you should do. Simply ask them what they mean. By asking for clarification, you provide them with an opportunity to explain themselves better. And guess what? If it turns out they meant to be disrespectful, your thoughtful questioning can make them feel uneasy and even regret what they said. So don't hesitate to ask them and let them know that you won't tolerate disrespect. Number 9. Choose your battles wisely. In life, we often encounter situations where we feel compelled to fight back and defend ourselves. And while it's natural to want to stand up for ourselves, it's essential to realize that not every battle is worth fighting. Let's imagine a scenario. You're at work, and a colleague makes a snide remark about your recent project in front of the team. Your first instinct is to retaliate and prove them wrong, but instead of immediately reacting, you decide to use your energy wisely. You take a deep breath and choose not to engage in a confrontation. Instead, you decide to work hard and let the results do the talking. By choosing not to engage in unnecessary battles, you conserve your energy for more significant challenges and maintain a positive work atmosphere. Number 8. Communicate your no-nos beforehand. Communicating your boundaries in advance can be a proactive and effective way to handle a person who tends to make unkind jokes or remarks. Let's say you have a colleague who is used to saying mean things to people. You can easily handle them by having an open and friendly chat with them about your boundaries. You can say something like, "Hey, there are certain things that I find sensitive, like jokes about my weight, and I don't like when anyone fat shames me or talks about my weight. I'd really appreciate it if we could steer clear of those topics in our conversations." By communicating your boundaries in a kind and assertive manner, you're letting them know that you're setting expectations for respectful interactions. Moreover, it shows that you care about the relationship and want it to be positive and supportive for both of you. Those who truly care about you will understand and respect your feelings, making the friendship even stronger. Number 7. Don't let their behavior define you. When faced with someone who is disrespectful, it's completely normal to feel infuriated or upset, but you need to remind yourself that you can't stoop down to their level. Yes, no matter how difficult it is, it's important to keep your cool and avoid reacting with raised voices or abusive language. Why? Because that's not who you are, and you're better than that. Basically, your staying composed shows your strength and maturity. It shows that you're not who they think you are, and you won't let someone's opinion of you take the best of you. But since you have human instincts, you might feel like you would lose your cool. But don't worry. Try to step away from the situation for a bit. Politely say, "I'll be back in a few minutes," or "I need to use the loo." Giving yourself some space can help you regain your composure and handle things more effectively. Remember, handling disrespect with grace speaks volumes about the incredible person you are. Number 6. Instead of you, use I. While it's best to let things go in any situation, if you ever have to confront the other person, try to speak in their language instead of yours. Let us explain. The you sentences can sometimes feel a bit like pointing fingers. They often make the other person feel defensive or blamed, which can lead to misunderstandings and tension. But here's where the magic of I sentences come in. I sentences are all about expressing yourself in a way that's honest and open without making the other person feel attacked. When you say, "I felt hurt when you didn't include me," you're showing your emotions and taking ownership of how you feel. So, while communicating, use I, as it can make a big difference in how your message comes across without sparking an argument. Number 5. Do not succumb to their negativity. While it's natural to feel tempted to react with negativity in such situations, pause for a moment and consider the impact kindness can make there. Yes, what happens is, when someone is rude or disrespectful to you, they are often prepared to get a negative response in return. But if you respond with more negativity, it can lead to an endless cycle of animosity and hurt feelings. However, when you respond to such a person with positivity, it breaks the cycle of negativity right then and there, and the other person is literally taken aback. He starts reflecting on his own behavior and might even reconsider his actions and how they impact others. But you know what's the best part? Even if they don't change, you'll end up feeling good about yourself because you at least did not succumb to negativity. Number 4. Don't tolerate constant disrespect. If you find yourself dealing with someone who constantly crosses the line or says inappropriate things and does not change their behavior, it's essential to take action and stand up for yourself. For instance, if a colleague keeps taking credit for your work and talking to them doesn't work, you could reach out to your instructor or the HR department. If someone in the family keeps digging at you, try talking to the head of the family. If someone is constantly harassing you online and making you upset, report their behavior to a moderator or an appropriate platform. Remember, seeking help from someone in authority is not a sign of weakness. It's a way to ensure that your rights are respected and that you can work or interact in a safe and healthy environment. Don't be afraid to reach out for support when you need it. Number 3. Stop and empathize when needed. Sometimes when people act disrespectfully, it's because they're dealing with their own personal problems and end up releasing their frustrations on others. But guess what? Confronting them can be a chance to make a real difference. When you approach them with a listening ear, you're showing true compassion and allowing them to express their emotions in a healthy way. It's like being a supportive friend for them, and it can mean a lot. By trying to empathize with their situation, you open the door to understanding their perspective better. It might give you insight into why they behaved the way they did, and that can be eye-opening. And you know what's pretty awesome? Forgiveness. Choosing to forgive can be freeing for both of you. It lets go of negativity and gives space for growth and healing. Number 2. Avoid hanging out with your bullies. If someone's behavior in your family or your friend circle is taking a toll on your mental health, try taking a break from them. For instance, if you have a cousin who frequently puts you down or makes unpleasant remarks, instead of letting them ruin your day, try to reduce contact with them. You can choose to see them only at large family gatherings or where there are more people around. By reducing interactions, you're sending a powerful message saying, "Hey, I deserve respect and I won't put up with mistreatment." Moreover, reducing contact will help prevent things from getting out of control. So, it's a win-win situation. Remember, it's totally okay to take care of yourself and step away from toxic situations. Number 1. Call out instantly on bad behavior. Lastly, when you witness someone disrespecting another person in front of you, it's essential to speak up and call them out on their behavior. Letting them know that their actions are not funny is an important step in promoting a culture of respect and empathy. In a friendly but assertive tone, you can say something like, "Hey, I have to speak up about this. That's not cool." By standing up and voicing your disapproval, you're showing support for the person being disrespected and sending a message that such behavior is unacceptable. Your words can have a powerful impact, not just on the person being disrespectful, but also on those around you who witness the situation. If you've made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now.